First of all, just talk to me about your experiences when you first found out that you had the virus.
Well, for my first experience of it, or involvement, if you will, was my wife was ill. She got ill about 5 or 6 days after she got back from Wuhan, and I ended up taking her to the hospital 2 days after she started feeling symptoms. And then after my wife's test results came back positive, they asked me to be tested, and they didn't tell me to do anything other than my normal activity. So I continued to work, and then 5 days after that, after I got tested, I was found to be positive, but I also had other medical conditions that were of high risk.
Events took a dramatic turn when Tom's toddler grandson, Kai, ran a high fever.
I love that little guy. It would never do anything to hurt him.
Tom's son, David, and his partner, Sarah, rushed Kai to a hospital, fearing the worst.
So my partner, Sarah, she was not in contact with my father, so she was okayed to go into the hospital. They were just following their procedures. So when I drove them to the hospital, they took her and Kaya out of the car and told me to stay in and go home. That was the hardest part of everything for me. I was also already worried about my dad. You know, the people that have the hardest part with this coronavirus are going to be the elderly and infants. And in that moment, I was worrying about both. Being at home alone, not knowing. I'd call my partner, Sarah, and she'd try to video chat with me so I could see my son, and he'd start crying. I'd start crying. We'd have to get off the phone just so she could take care of him. So I wasn't really able to get updated during that first day. That was definitely my lowest point.
When you found out that Kai didn't test positive for the coronavirus, try and sum up your feelings at that point.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I mean, pounding on the glass window, hey, we can go, just call the CDC, they called us already, get in touch with whoever you need to, we're ready to go home. It was a really tough stay, and leaving was so happy. I mean, just so happy.